Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rotanak. I'm better known as Chef Nak. I think before I start my speech today, let's hear from the room. How many of us here have been to Cambodia? Oh, I'm happy to see more hands. How many of you have been eating Cambodian food? Thank you for sharing your experiences. All right. So, if I may, please start with the video and then we will talk more about it. Thank you. Enjoy the video.
I was born right after Khmer genocide. In these hard times, it was necessary to learn to cook for my family. At just 5 years old, I embarked on a journey of discovery, guided by my mother in selecting the best ingredients. It was a transformative experience that ignited my passion for cooking. While pursuing my studies and working for NGO Culinary Arts, I saw that the artwork kept alive by just a handful of masters. Our cultural heritage was so fragile. This realization showed my determination to protect Cambodian cuisine. I started to travel all over Cambodia to meet elderly villagers who still carry our tradition, but their skills are rarely seen and their voices are rarely heard. On the way to spend time with villagers in the village, I'd like to stop and show you the bas-relief in the Bayon temple that show the livelihood during the Angkorian time. One of the things that very fascinated me in terms of rich cooking culture, culinary culture, is how they use the bamboo stick to hold all the fish in one row. So I'm excited to show you more about how we're gonna be continuing using these traditional ways of cooking until today. Okay, so come join me. Hi everyone, now we just arrived the village, a very beautiful village just nearby the Angkor Wat temple. So today we will be spending time in a family, very beautiful family, and we will be exploring with them how and what they cook. So please join me. ជំរាបសួរអ៊ំចាអ៊ំប្រុសអ៊ំស្រីជំរាបសួរបងចាហើយធ្វើអីនេះឥឡូវនេះអាំងត្បត់ត្រីអាំងត្បត់ត្រីអាំងហើយចាំមិនយើងមិនអាំងជាមួយជាទៀសធម្មតាអ៊ំអាំងណាពីដើមមិញអាំងតែចេះឯងអញ្ចឹងហើយអាត្បត់ហ្នឹងធ្វើពីអីអ៊ំធ្វើពីឫស្សីចា So this is very interesting because, you know, now she is using the bamboo branch, small bamboo branch, and she make it into a tool to hold the fish and grill. And the whole thing, this one is called dam bot. So as you can see, you know, we don't only just practice the way we've been using, the way we've been cooking, but we also have specific names for different tools as well. Today, even with the very, you know, modern technology, we still practice the way we did. អ៊ំពីក្មេងមករហូតដល់ឥឡូវស្រុកភូមិយើងនឹងស្លុកម្ហូបបែបម៉េចដែរអ៊ំម្ហូបមានប្រហើមានមកជូរមានអាំងដុតទៅក៏ម្ហូបមិនមែនច្រើនប៉ុន្តែយើងឆ្នៃដូចថាបន្លែបន្លៅអុយវាច្រើនទៅក៏សម្បូរទៅក៏កែឆ្នៃដូចថាតាមឲ្យយើងមានអញ្ចឹងទៅណាអ៊ំណោះហើយដល់ពេលម្ហូបយើងក៏ច្រើនមុខតាមហ្នឹងដែរណាអ៊ំអូចាយល់ហើយអ៊ំ Learning with local cooks allows me to showcase the unique flavors that reflect the true essence of Cambodian cuisine. In 2021, the world took notice as my first cookbook introduced Cambodian cuisine to a wider audience. This recognition motivated me to continue provide cooking classes, home dining, and homestay experiences at Chef Nak Culinary Arts Center. Recently, I unveiled my latest masterpiece, Sawi, a tribute to our cultural heritage.
We believe in the vision that Cambodian food deserves much better, and the world should know about it. The book is representing the history of our food, our culture, the diversities, and also the influences.
Through my efforts, I aim to ensure that the legacy of Cambodian cuisine lives on for future generations. I'd invite you to join me in my mission to keep our tradition alive, and together we can ensure that the future generations and people from all over the world experience the rich tapestry of Cambodian flavors. I'm Chef Nak. Thank you.
You all got my invitation, right? Is invitation accepted? Thank you very much. All right, so as you can see in the videos, and one of the reasons that I decided to make video because I won't be able to tell you the stories of our history, of our food, our humanities, of our country in general in 15 minutes. Or it might take 3 days. That's why, sometimes 5 minutes video can tell us a lot, right? So anyway, I'm Chef Nak from Cambodia. I have devoted my life and my career by give up my well-paid job because I believe that Cambodian food deserves much more. I doing this. I got my confidence in Cambodian food because after 2005, I have learned that Cambodian food is so diverse, and that through all the traveling that I had to do. It's also very different according to the season, according to the regions, and also people cook very differently or similarly according to their family histories and what available around them. It's also the kind of cuisine that is so nutritious, which nowadays people can start to overlook. And I think this is not just Cambodian cuisine; it's just the way it is. Like Dr. Ning said, Chef Robert also mentioned, and that's also part of what we do. But for me, it's more about connecting myself to the roots that I did not have the chance to experience, but also very difficult to relate myself to because of the war that Cambodian had gone through. So people who are knowledgeable were killed, all documentation were burnt out, and it's just so difficult for me that way. So the work that I do these days at Chef Nak is to, number one is to preserve, elevate, and then promote. Because either one of these will not help Cambodian food to be there. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, as a person, I'm not a person but the person who like to read or to write. But because I knew the experience of not being able to relate to our past because we didn't have the documentation because of the war. And I just didn't want to our younger generations to feel that way or to have to go through that experience again, not being able to relate to the past. That's why I decided to to make the history in the way, in the and with the capacity that I could in sharing my knowledge and my understanding, and hopefully that it will be helpful to our younger generations to tell who they are through cookbooks. So this is my second cookbook. It's called Sally, and this also not just a cookbook, but it also includes so many things about Cambodia. The arts. Thank you. It's about the arts. The arts, the history, the stories, the ingredients that has been providing us not only the flavors, the scents, but also the health that we've been having these days. I could go on and on, but this is my second cookbook, and it's also available on Amazon right now. I think if any one of you have any questions, maybe one question, and if not, please, we'll be seeing each other. I will be downstairs, and I'm just so happy, especially after 13 years that this conference has been going on, and this is the first time. Hope maybe Cambodian being invited, and I hope that this is just the beginning of the journey. So thank you very much.